Okay, welcome back to Bee Loft by LipTech. Today is Sunday, March 9th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees Celsius. Good day for the bees to be flying. I'm going to go around, get out to the Danville property and check those hives first, but wanted to show you these bees here flying. And we have to get over to the other hive here. Back out a little bit. Still have this one turned around from last year, and then we have this one over here. Let's see if we can see any pollen coming in. As right now they're just getting out, doing their cleansing flights, and hopefully finding some water and some pollen. I haven't seen any pollen coming in yet. Oh, there's a little bit right there on the one bee. You can see it right there. Look at that pollen. Bee greeter, and she's in the hive. So that's what we want to see. We'll see over at the mechanic apiary here shortly. Here at the mechanic apiary, checking the bees. We got bees flying out of both these hives here. This one here, this was the dead out. We got bees flying out of this one, and we got bees flying out of the 5-framer. So stay tuned. We're going to get into the hives, check them out, might put some extra feed on top of them. Made this mistake a few years ago of thinking that the hive was okay. I didn't put any food on them, any supplement, and then it snowed in April, and they were trapped in for about a week, and they had brooded up so much they didn't have enough food to get through that cold snap, and the whole hive died on me, and I ended up with, about a half of a 5-gallon bucket full of dead bees. I was not pleased. It was one of my sadder moments in beekeeping. So stay tuned and we'll get back at it. As you can see, I still have some sugar from up here on top. It's a little damp from moisture, and the bees are coming out here, and they're looking pretty good. So I'm just going to give them a little smoke here. The wind's cross blowing. I'm going to put a little smoke up front. A lot of bees flying out front. So I'm just going to pop this real quick. They got it nice and propolized down. Let's see what we got going on here. See a lot of nice bees here. Oh, I see a hive beetle. Let's destroy that right away. Don't want to help the hive beetles at all, but we want our bees to be doing great. Still got some newspaper here from when I put the sugar inside the hive. Dead beetle there. Break open this. Give them a little bit of smoke here. I don't like to smoke the bees too much, but this time of year, being winter, coming out of winter, they still might be a little testy. There's not a lot of food out here, so there's a lot of bees still home to protect the hive. But we're going to take a quick check up top here. I might go down a box or two. There's 4 boxes on this one, all 5 frames. So we got 20 5-frame mediums. I gotta make sure I break them apart. I don't want to pull any of these hives apart like I did the last time I was out here, and I broke a couple hives, or a couple frames. So I don't want to keep these bees exposed too long to the elements. I mean, it's nice and sunny today, and it's warm, and the bees are flying and they are active, but I don't want to chill any brood that might be in here. And we got quite a few hive beetles that I'm seeing. You can see those right here. So see if we can get rid of those somehow before the bees, help the bees out a little bit. Any beetles we can get out, the better. They don't like the sunlight, so it's kind of easy to get them to the surface of the comb and then you just knock them off. Get them out of the hive. So I'm just going to set this over here for the moment. Let's take a look at the second frame. Oh yeah, there we go. We got brood up here. Looking good. Let's see if we can get a better look there. You can see all that brood. So these bees are brooding up nicely. We got some burr comb in here on the bottom, you can see right here. So yeah, these bees are active. So I'm going to put this back down in here. So there's still about another 4 weeks, 5 weeks here that we could have some crazy weather here in Indiana. We're in central Indiana. At least these hives are. Let's see if I can get this out of here. There we go. Yeah, this is feeling pretty light. I definitely need some supplemental feed. Now there's nothing here. That's completely empty. Put my frame rest back on here. The way these bees are brooding up, they have the potential to starve if I don't keep the supplement on them. I brought a little pollen patty. So there's no brood on this one yet. Still a little bit of honey right here on the bottom, on the top of that frame. So I don't see the queen. And a little honey out here still. So I think what we're going to end up doing, let me pull one more frame, is we'll probably, put our supplement feed on in between again and keep this little cluster alive and hope that they make these last couple weeks into spring. We got a small hole in my glove here. Should have put a piece of tape over it. I'm trying to keep my finger on the wood so they can't get in there and sting me. Okay, no brood on this frame. Still a little bit of honey there. So we're getting pretty lightweight up here. So we'll put these frames back together. I'm going to put some pollen patty and some sugar in between here to help them out. Okay, so this is the hive that I took the honey off of the dead out here and put it up top. So let's see what the bees have done. They've moved up here at all. And they have, just a little bit, not a ton. You can see them right here in the middle. If I can get over top there. So they're just right on the 1, 2, a little bit on the third one here. So we'll just peek inside that. Back here, let's pop this open. Let's see what we got going on. A lot of weight on that box. Let's pop into this one. Looks like they're below here. Hopefully I didn't get them too messed up. There they are. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse these boxes, put the honey right on top of here, because the cluster might be too spread out. Yeah, I'm not finding... Oh, there's our queen. Right there. There's our queen. So I'm going to mark her real quick. have my marking cage ready. Make sure I don't squish her. Where's she at? There she is. Where'd she go? Got too many bees underneath there with her. There we are. Oh, hold on. There we are. I'm no Bob Benny. They can just grab the queen and mark her with their bare hands. Get that bee out of the way. There we go. Got her marked. I'm just going to put her right back in here. Not worry. Okay. So we got the queen in there. I'll just slide this back together gently. So we still have a cluster. Doesn't look like she's laying yet, so a little early. Okay, I found this interesting on this next hive. We got where the joint is. These are those Hoover hives. The bees have made a gap here, right here, and they're using that as an entrance also. It looks like there might be another gap right below here they're coming out of. So I'm probably going to go get some tape and cover that up, stuff something in there. I keep them from using that as a hive, or entrance. But I have seen them bring some pollen in through that already. Standing here in this couple minutes, but we'll pop into this hive here. Give me 1 second. Again, you can see this is a really good hive. Lots of bees. Full cover on the top here. I'm just going to crack into this outside here, pull these outer frames, and then we'll move in. Yep. Yeah, that is brood. It's not capped yet, but the queen's up top here laying. So I'm just going to let this alone, and we'll come back in a few weeks and get the bees out of the supers. So I really don't like them laying in the 5 frames. I did the 5 frame nuke last year just to get the bees started in hopes to get extra queens. So in the spring here I could split those hives, have drawn frames, and they do a real good job being a small nuke like that, drawn a frame. So put this back on here. They don't need anything, I don't think. Actually, I'm going to give them this. I have a little bit of pollen patty here. You can see how big that is in my hand. I'm just going to give them that little bit, little supplement here, just in case we have a couple cold days and they can't get out. We'll just have that in there to help them, but they still have plenty of honey. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Gotta find a handle to lift on. Yeah, there's still lots of honey in that box. That's heavy as can be. So, all right, let's move over to the last 2 hives. Okay, so on these 4 frame nukes that I have stacked 3 high. This is the Michael Palmer method where he has the nuke boxes that he puts side by side. You can see down here, if I can get there we go. That's a newspaper that they're pulling out from the last time I was here, and I put a little sugar on top. So they will clean it out. It's pretty neat. But I'll pop inside here and see what we got. Zoom you back out and hold on a second. Okay, so here we are back in top of this one, and I'm just going to separate this real quick. There's a little newspaper left up top here, but they've pulled it out. We'll just separate this. See what we got on the frame. Might go down one box. This is full of honey. And we got some brood started. So you can see that little patch of brood there. So hopefully that middle hive gets going. If not, I'll replace it with one of these. And we got our queen right here. Get her in picture. There she is. So I'm going to see if I can mark her real quick. I can direct her back into the frame. Okay, I got her on the frame there. Make sure to line her up so I can mark her head. Mark on here. Don't want to squish her down too much, just enough to mark her. Mark the little black spot on her back there. Oh, there we go. All right. So now we got 2 queens marked today. I'm going to put her back down in here. And that's, we're not going to do anything further on this one. I'm going to put a little sugar on, or give them a little bit of pollen patty, I think. Let me pause you for a moment while I cut that. Okay, and then we just have a little bit newspaper sticking out on this end here. Give a last bit of smoke here. And we'll pop into this frame. Top box here. Let's see what we got. I need to do a better job of assembling my inner covers here. So yeah, they pulled all that newspaper out. You can see it's looking good. My frame rest here. I'll pull this out for them. Give them a little hand. And we'll pull this frame here. See what we got going on. Forgot newspaper today, so I'm just using brown paper. A little thicker, but it's okay. So, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see if we got. Oh yeah, there we go. We got some brood on that side. So it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this one that I did for the last one. Give them a little sugar, a little pollen patty. And I don't see the queen on here. I'm not going to keep searching. The fact those other 2 just popped right out was great. I'm just going to slide this back in here. Get rid of this newspaper for them. Help them out. Since I put it in there, I'll put this across the top. And then I'm just going to give them a little bit of this pollen patty like I did the last one. What I do is I cut it all up. These pollen patties are getting a little old. I bought a big box. It was a 50-pound box. Thinking I needed more pollen patty and I could use it over a couple of years. Well, it's lasted me about 4 years now. So I'm going to put that little patty there. Then I'm going to tear some more paper off and put it on the end here. Hold on. Okay, so you can see I got a little pollen patty here, and then I have some sugar on top. 2 quality hives here, little brood in both. Mark the queen on the right there. I got a little mark on it that I marked it. And we got bees in here, looking good. Bees in here. We did mark the queen over here, so I'll mark the back of the box here. And then we got the bees over here. And that's the one I'm most concerned about because it's only 20 frames. They're 5 framers, and looks like they're forging into the other box here, finding any nook and cranny they can get stuff out of. And but the bees are looking good. Thank you for watching Bee Loft by LipTech, and we'll see you on the next video. So this hive that got robbed out, here's the bottom board here. Got all chewed up and robbed out. Well, I thought there was something living in there. You can see here remnants of the nest that was down at the bottom. And then here's the nest in the hive. The mouse was still in here. I ended up dropping the box a couple times to get the mouse to run out. Oh, looks like we still have another mouse underneath here somewhere. There it is. Oh, it's got some babies. Look at the little baby mice. So I will see if the mama can find it. But yep, that's life out here on the mechanic apiary. So we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.